Protein is going to help us become more insulin sensitive. Protein is going to help us stabilize our blood sugar. Protein is going to help you not only protect muscle, but build muscle, which basically is your metabolism so that you're burning more calories at rest. Hey friend, welcome to the Menopause Makeover. Do you want to lose weight and keep it off? Are you struggling with stubborn weight gain, trying everything but seeing no results? Do you wake up with big ambitions only to feel exhausted and overwhelmed as the day goes on, leaving your own needs last? Hey, I'm Chris. I know exactly what it feels like to battle the perimenopause spread, that frustrating weight gain that seems to come out of nowhere. What used to work for weight loss suddenly stopped, and my hormones left me sleep-deprived, depressed, unmotivated, and anxious, not to mention dealing with relentless hot flashes. I was a busy homeschooling, midlife working mom and health coach, yet I felt lost when it came to my own body. I wanted more energy, less belly fat, and more strength. I felt powerless. Until I found health strategies to work with my hormones, not against them, I couldn't lose weight, and I didn't even feel like myself. In this podcast, you will find out how to stop the weight loss struggle, why your hormones are all over the place, and how to support them, and how to get healthy when you feel lost and alone so that you can feel good in your body again. Grab your sipper, pop in those earbuds, and let's go. Hello friends, and welcome to Menopause Makeover, otherwise known as the Honeycast. Today I'm going to be bringing you honey nuggets about how to eliminate weight loss confusion. I'm going to be sharing simple truths from my Midlife Fat Loss Formula. This is my 5-step program that will help you start seeing results today. Are you doing all the right things? Eating clean, working out, counting every bite, and still watching the scale go up? Are you tired of the belly fat that won't budge, the brain fog that won't lift, and the exhaustion that won't let up? Maybe you're confused about what to eat, frustrated that nothing's working, or feeling like your body is straight up betraying you. You are not alone. You're not broken. You're just in midlife, and your body needs a different kind of support. Let's eliminate the food confusion and get crystal clear on how to fuel your body in a way that works with your hormones and not against them. What is the problem here? The problem is there are so many voices out there. There are so many paths. There are so many different contradictory diets out there. And hearing all of those will leave one confused. Another issue is if you've been a dieter all your life, you probably have a dieting mentality, which is what used to work, you probably go to, which is maybe starving yourself or low carb or less calories and working out more, or maybe some crazy diet like the HCG or Optavia or something like that. We will use some of these things in the past that actually do work, and then they stop working for us when we hit midlife. And so we just have a lot of confusion because what used to work is not working anymore. And then we hear all these experts out there saying, do this, do that, do this, do that. And I'll have to say that one of the hardest things to overcome is really that confusion, because when we are confused, we are not taking action, or maybe we're taking action in a lot of different ways, and it is not getting you to where you need to go. So what I'm going to share today is what I have learned over the years, many, many years, and I am in postmenopause, and I have coached hundreds of women. I've done so much study, and this information is going to be coming from the Trim Healthy Way, the Trim Healthy Wisdom, and there are other scientific studies that also support this and show that these pieces of the puzzle that I'm getting ready to share with you that actually work. We want to get to the root of what is going on. Why aren't you losing weight? Why are you gaining weight unexpectedly? What is the issue here? And when we are younger, it's not as much as a hormonal issue as it is when we get older. And it can be, it very much can be, especially if you have something like PCOS. But as we age and as we hit perimenopause and menopause, our hormones begin to tank. And our hormones are responsible for helping us either turn on fat burning or fat storage. So we're not just talking about sex hormones here, like estrogen, progesterone, testosterone. We're talking about other hormones such as cortisol and insulin and leptin. And there's actually many other hormones that are responsible for a lot of functions in our body that actually keep us from losing weight. So in this season, we are not trying to lose weight on the scale. We are targeting fat loss. This is what we want to do. We want to turn on fat burning, and we want to deal with the insulin problem that your body is having because of our hormones that are walking out the door. We become more insulin resistant. And basically what that means is that our insulin is not working properly. So it's not getting the excess glucose out of our cells, out of our muscles, and it's causing our body to store more fat. The other thing that's happening that we need to target, and with this nutrition, we can target this, is we need to protect our muscle, because after the age of 40, we begin to lose muscle pretty rapidly. And when you lose muscle, think about your muscle as your metabolism. So when I'm giving you these puzzle pieces, we're actually targeting the root of what the issue is. We're not necessarily just trying to lose weight on the scale, because you can do that sometimes easily. Well, maybe not as easily in your midlife season, but what we want to target is we want to turn on fat burning. We want you to become a burner. And the way that we do that is we need proper nutrition that's going to support your hormones, your insulin and blood sugar levels, your muscles, and really your whole body. That's what we're needing here. So less calories isn't always going to be helpful. More exercise is going to stress the body. So just people will come to me and they're like, just tell me what to eat. And then they'll say, well, will this work for me? And so what I want to say is I want to clear up confusion. I want to clear up the nutrition part of confusion, which is this is what has worked for hundreds of women in their midlife season. And it is sustainable and it is healthy. I will say this, it takes longer. I will tell you that it's going to take longer in your midlife season. If you're in postmenopause, it is going to take longer. It just is. And the problem that I see once the confusion is cleared up is that people don't stay in it long enough to start to see the results, because we're healing from the inside out here. That's what we're doing. So here are pieces of the puzzle that I would love to share with you today. Let's go. Get your pencil out. Number 1, protein is king. You want to anchor each meal with 25 to 30 grams of quality protein. That would be lean meat, fish, limited red meat, fermented dairy, plant proteins, and supplemental proteins such as my favorites, the Trim Healthy Essentials or the Trim Healthy Optimized Protein Powders. These are clean powders that your body absorbs immediately, and they can be a game changer with you getting the amount of protein that you need. Especially as a woman in perimenopause or menopause, we're going to need more protein because number 1, we are not absorbing as much protein as we used to. And number 2, we are losing muscle pretty rapidly. And so protein is going to help protect our muscles. Protein is going to help us become more insulin sensitive. Protein is going to help us stabilize our blood sugar. Protein is going to help you not only protect muscle, but build muscle, which basically is your metabolism so that you're burning more calories at rest. So we want to make sure that we're getting 3 to 4 hits of protein throughout the day. Science shows that 3 to 4 hits of protein is much better than one large meal with lots of protein or 2 meals with a lot of protein. Your muscles need that hit about every 3 to 4 hours. Next, we don't want to go to low carb. We want to eat gentle carbs. And you want about half of your meals to have at least 25 to 45 grams of carbs at that meal. And I'm talking about good, real, whole food carbohydrates anchored with your 25 to 30 grams of protein. We're going to need a little bit of fat there. about 5 grams or less. And here's the key for midlife weight loss and fat stripping, and that would be veggies. Veggies, fruits, the plant kingdom. I'll say veggies and fruits. So when we're eating those good carbohydrates, that is telling your thyroid, oh, okay, you don't have to downregulate. That's telling your cortisol levels that it can calm down. That's telling your body you've got enough calories to get your day going, and it really starts your day out very well and support your energy levels. That's another thing. When our estrogen leaves, so does our energy. And where do we get energy? It needs to come from an outside source, and that's going to be our good low glycemic carbohydrates, sweet potatoes, purple potatoes, carrots, quinoa, sprouted breads, those kind of things that are going to support you. Now, we want to talk about our fat intake. Yes, we do need our good fats. We need our omega-3s. We definitely need it for brain support and even for hormones and for satiation and for fat loss. But we just don't need too much fat. We need to keep our fats less dense. We need to lighten up, so to speak. So we want to focus on the good fats like avocados, nuts and seeds, and their nut and seed butter, fermented dairy like fermented cottage cheese, homemade kefir is beautiful, Greek yogurt. We also want to take a look at olive oil and avocado oil and some of the lighter cheeses like sheep cheese or feta or blue cheese or even Parmesan cheese. Notice these are just a little bit lighter, and some of these fats include a key player for midlife weight loss, and that's going to be fiber. So that's the next point I'd like to make is consider adding more fruits and vegetables, plant kingdom, to up your fiber and to bring down inflammation. Fiber is queen. If protein is king, fiber is queen. I'm going to say carbs are queen too. But the fiber is going to help you eliminate and detoxify, which is also very important. And it's the plant kingdom is going to help your gut microbiome. And it is just also scientifically been proven that a higher fiber diet for women in menopause helps reduce visceral belly fat. So consider adding more plants to your diet. We want to say goodbye to inflammatory foods such as the white sugar and the white flour and the packaged foods. Those need to be a small portion of our diet, if at all. It's difficult to get away from these packaged foods. That's really all what we see these days. But focusing on your anti-inflammatory, real, whole foods is going to be the best way for you to turn on fat burning and to reduce excess weight. Now, we want to eat breakfast. You want to start your morning strong. Your morning breakfast can calm down your cortisol levels. It can start your day strong. It can start fueling your body, your brain, your muscles. And we want to not eat in between meals. So yes, we want to do a breakfast. We want to do a lunch. We want to do a dinner. If you're going too long between lunch and dinner, if you have a long stretch there, you may want an afternoon protein snack, which is what I do. And then we want to shut the kitchen down after our dinner. We want a good 12-hour fast. That's a normal fasting window. And sometimes I like to push it a little bit longer, maybe 14 at the most. But basically, we're not going to eat after dinner. If you find yourself hungry at night, you want to take a look at what you're eating during the day and make sure we're not loading our calories in food towards the end of the day. We really want to make sure that we're anchoring every meal and even snack with that 20 to 30 grams of protein. And we're going to make sure that you're not eating in between meals, that you're getting enough fiber, because fiber is going to help you feel full. Fiber is going to help turn on your natural GLP hormones. Like I said, fiber is going to be queen for you. So we want to make sure that we're getting those in each meal. Now, if that sounds like a lot to you, and it can, especially if you don't have some of those things already dialed in, I would like for you to take a look at all of these puzzle pieces right here. Make a list of those. Which ones do you have dialed in? Which ones do you have a habit of doing? Which ones do you need to work on? And pick one thing to work on. Pick one thing to add into your either daily routine or your menu each week, and you do that for a couple of weeks, and then you add the next thing. Remember, this is a learning curve, and so you shouldn't expect yourself just to be able to just start doing it and keep all of that going. It's kind of like spinning plates sometimes. It can feel like that. But when you take a look at what you're already doing, and maybe you have 2 or 3 things dialed in, there's only a couple more things that you can focus on, that you need to focus on. So pick the 1 or 2 things, work on that. And the main thing is, I want to say, stay in it. Do not quit. Do not give up on yourself. Create and cultivate a mindset that you are committed to your own body, that you are going to nourish your body. You're going to move your body in such a way that, yes, results are coming, but you're not going to be tied to the results. We need to surrender the results and show up for ourselves and believe that this is going to work. This will work for you, but it does take time. This is not a quick fix. There's really not a quick fix, especially in perimenopause and especially in menopause or even postmenopause. So take these puzzle pieces and begin working your puzzle today. Did you know that I have a free community of women in midlife just like you? Busy women who are working hard to lose weight with the Trim Healthy plan but feel hijacked by hormones and unexplained weight gain. I share menopause tips, superfood spotlights, delicious recipes, and so much more. Come join us at facebook.com/groups/getyourtrimon. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If so, would you take 30 seconds and share it with a friend who might be struggling to lose weight in perimenopause or even menopause without confusion and without overwhelm? Also, please leave a quick review for the show on Apple Podcasts. It blesses me to know this podcast is helping you. Time to grab my protein smoothie and head to the pickleball court. I'll meet you back here on Wednesday for another HoneyCast episode. See ya.